So, truthfully, this video is going to be a little bit of a remaster, but not really, because the Demon Hunter and Hazaan Strike video I gave y'all into the past, when I went back and I looked at it, I really only showed y'all about 2 to 3 jutsus from each class. I really just showed y'all builds. I didn't really show you all the counters for Demon Hunter and Hazaan Strike. So, in today's video, we're going to be remastering and giving you more counters and going more in depth with it, so you could be better at countering both of these jutsus. Now at this point, if you're a veteran player, you've been playing a decent amount, these jutsus probably don't give you that much of a problem anymore, specifically Demon Hunter. Hazaan Strike is still pretty broken. For the most part, it's not really easy to dodge it, and you kind of do have to use a jutsu to counter it, because if you dodge the first strike of Hazaan Strike, the second one's gonna come, but we're gonna get into that in the video. So if you've been here before and you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification, and if this is your first time here, stay tuned. We got some great content for you. But let's go ahead and hop into this video.
Used to lay out your own domain. Wait, so that was the best you could do, Austin. 息がくせえ。
So you already know, blah blah blah, before you counter something, you gotta know what it does. If you're a veteran player, you probably already know what these jutsus do, but for you new people, Demon Hunter for the most part is basically just going to give you a state of super armor, and it's going to allow you to get back health with each strike, and you also lunge towards your opponent. So Demon Hunter paired with something like Reckless Charge is actually very effective. And also, for my past videos, if you pair it with Master of Healing, this can also become a problem. So when we move over to Hazaan Strike, Hazaan Strike is a jutsu that you get from the Neji DLC. I didn't mention Demon Hunter is what you get from the Zabuza DLC. But Hazaan Strike is basically you're going to lunge towards your opponent and you're going to hit them with your palm. The first strike is going to the first strike is basically just going to stagger them. And the second strike, which is kind of like a little bit of an air palm, is what actually seals the substitution. What makes this jutsu so cheesy is the fact that the tracking itself is pretty good, and if you dodge the first strike, the second strike usually hits you. And this is what makes both of these jutsus cheesy, especially when you pair them, because if you take away the sub and then you come with Demon Hunter, yeah, you're just not going to be able to get away from it. So when we get into the counters, the first thing we're going to talk about as far as counters go are going to be the things that any class can use to counter Demon Hunter and Hazaan Strike. So we start with ninja tools. Now, so when it comes to ninja tools, the one that's going to allow you to counter both of these jutsus very well is the simple, good old paralysis seal. And I'm pretty sure you don't have to do anything to get this. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but the paralysis seal kunai. If you use the paralysis seal kunai, you're going to stop them in the middle of their tracks when it comes to Demon Hunter, and you're going to stop them in the middle of their tracks whenever it comes to Hazaan Strike. So this is pretty good. The water release bullet is also something that works well. It stops them in the middle of their tracks when it comes to both of these jutsus. So Demon Hunter, it's going to get rid of the super armor, and when it comes to Hazaan Strike, the charge is going to get interrupted by the water release bullet just sitting there. Another thing is also the Shadow Clone tool. Now the Shadow Clone tool is not going to take them out of the Demon Hunter state, but it'll cause them to lock onto the Shadow Clone, and you can move away a little bit. And as far as with the Hazaan Strike, if you time it, if you activate the Shadow Clone tool, you're not going to have to worry about getting hit at all by Hazaan Strike, because they're going to lock on to the clone. So another thing is also the Ceiling Tag Fake. So this is the one that you put on the ground. This is going to stop Demon Hunter and Hazaan Strike whenever they actually get to the tag. So you got to keep in mind, this is the fake one. So this is not the one that you get for the healers that you can throw, but this is the ceiling tag that you put on the ground, so the one for range types. But this one works pretty well, and it counters Demon Hunter and Hazaan Strike, and it's going to stop them in the middle of their animation. And then the Ceiling Tag Real, which is the one that you get with the healers, which you throw, this one also works well for both, and it counters both of these jutsu. So when we focus on attack counters, I'm sorry, y'all just got it bad when it comes to attacks. Y'all only have 4 things that are really going to allow y'all to counter both of these jutsus. And the first thing is going to be Almighty Push. Almighty Push is going to completely eliminate the state of Demon Hunter, and it's also going to eliminate the state of Hazaan Strikes. When they're coming at you with the Hazaan Strike, if you activate Almighty Push, you're going to knock them back. You're not going to have to worry about anything. Another thing that works. So Razan Rampage isn't going to work. Well, it's kind of a neutral, but we're going to talk about neutral jutsus towards the end. But Kurama Twin Impact is going to allow you to knock them out of the Demon Hunter state, and it also knocks them out of the Hazaan Strike state. So this is going to work very well. Sharingan, of course, we already know that Sharingan allows you to, so we're not going to go too deep with that. And another one, Octo Hug. I mean, one of the more cheesy attack type jutsus. Octo Hug is going to allow you to stop Demon Hunter state, and it's also going to allow you to stop them when they're charging with Hazaan Strike. Now, there is a possibility that if you don't stop them before the first strike of Hazaan Strike, the air palm is still going to hit you, and it might still take your sub. But if you can grapple them before the first strike hits you, then, you know, you'll be good. So, when we move over to range types, the range types always got it good. I'm sorry. Range types always got it good. So, the first jutsu we're going to be talking about is Inferno Style Flame Control. So this isn't going to work for Hazaan Strike. You're still going to burn them, but you're not going to stop the state of Hazaan Strike. With Demon Hunter, once the flames hit them, the Demon Hunter state goes away. So this is a very good counter for Demon Hunter because it knocks away the state of Demon Hunter. Inferno Style Flame Lightning, which is pretty cool. When you do the pulling animation with Inferno Style Flame Lightning, it takes them out of Demon Hunter state. And when you do it during Hazaan Strike, it pulls them out of the Hazaan Strike action. So, Inferno Style Flame Control is a very good counter for both of these jutsus. Another very good counter is one that you've probably already used, the Shikigami Dance Shield. This is going to allow you to counter both Demon Hunter and Hazaan Strike because it's going to stop the animations of both of these jutsus, and it gets rid of the Demon Hunter state. Another counter is going to be Lightning Style Shuriken Net, but this one only works for Demon Hunter. It's not going to stop Hazaan Strike, but if you use the Lightning Style Shuriken Net, it is going to allow you to get rid of the state of Demon Hunter, and it's a good counter for that. Another thing, which is also one of my favorite counter jutsus, is Icicle Swallow. This is going to allow you to counter both of these jutsus, and it also gives you momentary attack evasion boost. So this is pretty cool, and you know, it's just a very easy jutsu to set people up, because usually people that are running both of these jutsus are going to be very aggressive. Another one is going to be Heavenly Hand Power. So this one takes a little bit more skill. When it comes to the Demon Hunter, when you use the Heavenly Hand Power, you take them out of the state of Demon Hunter, which is a little bit strange. And then also, when you're using the 8 trigrams Hazaan Strike, when you're going up against that, if you wait till they're charging at you and then you Heavenly Hand Power with them, they're not going to be tracking on you anymore, and the air strike is not going to hit you. And then also, 1,000 Needles of Death. This one also works whenever they come to the trap. This is going to work similar to the ceiling tags. When they come towards the trap, it's going to take them out of the state of their jutsu that they're running. And then the last one is Kamui Lightning Blade. And the reason why Kamui Lightning Blade works is because whenever you actually activate the Kamui Lightning Blade, you're in the Kamui state. So this isn't the charging part. When you actually let go of the trigger whenever you're charging, once you're in the Kamui Lightning Blade state, you have invulnerability frames, and this is going to allow you to hit through Demon Hunter and Hazaan Strike. Now, you're not going to stop the jutsus, but you're going to deal damage and not get any damage dealt back to you. So, next we move over to the defense types, and y'all have, y'all are pretty much in the same range as the attack types. I have a few counters, but not as drastic as the range types. And the first jutsu that's going to allow you to counter is going to be Silent Strangle. Silent Strangle is going to allow you to completely stop Hazaan Strike and completely stop Demon Hunter. As long as you time it right, you're going to stop both of these animations, and you're not going to have to worry about anything. Water Prison Jutsu also overpowers both of these jutsus. The one downside of Water Prison is something we all know. The hand signs literally take 8 hours for you to execute. So if you want to run Water Prison, it works, but just get some distance when you're running it. Gentle Fist Body Blow, one of my favorite defense techniques, is going to allow you to get rid of the Demon Hunter state. So if you let them hit you and then you activate Gentle Fist Body Blow, once you actually do the blow, it's going to get rid of the Demon Hunter state. And it also works with Hazaan Strike. When they hit you, if you activate Body Blow, you're going to knock them back. So your sub will still get taken, but the main issue with Hazaan Strike is the fact that it staggers you after it hits you. Gentle Fist Body Blow can be activated mid-attack, so this is going to be a great counter for both of these jutsus, and it eliminates the state. So, Barto Stream is going to work with Demon Hunter and with Hazaan Strike. You're going to teleport behind your opponent, and you're going to hit them. Depending on when you time it, the Hazaan Strike Air Palm might hit you, but whenever I was doing it, it wasn't hitting me, so Barto Stream should be a good counter for you. And then the last thing is going to be Susanoo Armor, but Susanoo Armor is only going to work with Demon Hunter. if you run Susanoo armor against Hazaan Strike, they're going to break through your armor with the strike. And the last but not least is the healer types. And y'all just recently got a lot of jutsu to actually be able to counter both of these, because before, y'all were looking pretty sad. The only jutsu that you had is the first one we're going to start off with, and that is the mind transmission jutsu. This is going to allow you to counter both of these jutsus, but we already know, if you've been on this channel, the mind transmission, you got to have teammates to help you with it, because it leaves your body vulnerable once you activate the mind transmission. Another thing is Yasuka beads. This is going to allow you, so Yasuka beads, it doesn't really it doesn't take them out of the state, but the invulnerability that you get when you're in the Susanoo is going to allow you to knock back somebody that's running Demon Hunter, and then you're going to hit them with the Yasuka bead. And then also with the Hazaan Strike, if you just activate the Susanoo, if you activate Yasuka beads, it's going to knock them back, and you're not going to have to worry about anything. So the two jutsus that I was talking about that are new, that are going to allow you to counter both of these things, are both of the ones that you get from the Madara 6 Paths DLC. And that's going to be the first one, the Limbo Border Gel, which is going to allow you to strike them as soon as they come into the, the range of the Limbo clones. This is going to help you handle Demon Hunter. Now the thing with Hazaan Strike, you might still get hit with the air palm, but they're not going to be able to follow up their strikes because the clones are going to be jumping them. And then we also have the Sage Art Thunder Blast. This is going to be good because you get the super armor frames. So even if you get hit with the Hazaan Strike, you can still stun them right after, and then you can dish out your punishment. And then also, it's going to stop the Demon Hunter state. Once you get them into the lightning wrap, the Demon Hunter state goes away. So this works pretty well, and these are some good counters that you can run as a healer. And then lastly, I didn't count these as counters because, these aren't things that's going to completely stop the jutsus. But these are things that you can use, to just kind of get like an even match. It'd kind of be like a sand shield versus a sand shield. Y'all are both going to give damage, but nobody's really going to be taking advantage of the fight. And jutsus that do this are going to be things like Raijin Rampage, Flying Raijin level 2, Imperial Wrath, Lightning Lariat, Acrobat Technique, Youthful Roar, Dynamic Entry, things like Dome Wood Wall, 8 trigrams palm rotation. These are going to be things that are just going to cancel out with Demon Hunter and stuff like that, and they're not going to really allow you to take over the battle, but it's also not going to cause you to lose the battle. But that's going to be it for today's video. So, we basically remastered it, and we went back through and we did Demon Hunter and Hazaan Strike to give y'all, some more counters, so y'all can actually be able to handle these jutsus, so you can beat them up in the lobbies. But if you stayed this far, hey, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. I really appreciate all the support. We're almost to 500, and there's going to be a surprise once we get there. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm going to see y'all next time. Oh yeah, and make sure to drop in the comments any other things that you want me to counter or any other things that you want me to break down. And if it's in my skill level, I got you. We up!